On this segment, I'm going to give you all the information I can about the components of my kite reel system. First segment was showing flying the kite using the adult size spool, but I will just briefly mention the junior size spool. Really not very adaptable for kite aero photography because it's too lightweight, but it's great for kids. So I'm going to devote another segment to discussing the junior spool. I want to start right here showing you the components of the spool itself so you can see how strong it is. The outer shell is a 5.5-inch casing used for deep water well, and then inside that I'm using as a bushing actually coupling, and it fits in there tightly. In order to get it to fit perfectly, I have to warm this, and then this will slide in. And then inside the coupling is this very strong Schedule 80 gray PVC, and that slides in there. All of this is glued together to form a very strong barrel of the spool. And then on the flange that is attached to that, this flange is not completed. So I'm going to show you a completed flange. Here it's completed with bearing on the inside and a metal bearing surface there on both sides. That metal bearing will go on the metal spindle, which is held in place with a cap. So it turns easily and smoothly with no heating. In my demonstration of flying, I used this spool right over my head, strapped it on my front. People have asked if they needed more leverage, but when you use a longer handle, the spool then gets too far from your chest. So years and years of experimenting with getting the right dimensions, I've come up with this system here. So this is bent so it fits on your chest. Very strong, sturdy support here. The handle will unscrew. And then inside the handle is a device that you could use on the spindle to unscrew it if you ever need to. I demonstrated the rewind mechanism using the drill. So this cup will engage on the spindle and the grooves engage on the handle. A few days ago, I had my kite out with 1/2 mile of line, and I rewound it using this in 7 minutes. I've always been curious about the amount of line pull, so I have a fishing scale which I can use on the handle in order to gauge how much pull on the line. I always wear gloves. In a gentle wind, 1 glove is usually enough. In strong winds, I'll wear 2 gloves. I'll use the gloves for a brake so that I can control the speed of play. So that pretty much covers the basics of it. You may notice that there's a pair of scissors here. There's a loop of string that goes over the handle to act as a stopper when you want to stop the reel. And it also allows you to set the whole apparatus on the ground, and you could hold it in place with a stake. So you can go do something else. That'll hold it right there. I don't think of anything else that I need to tell you about. I'd like some reactions from you KA peers, and eventually I know I'm going to have to get some photography equipment to try it out in the air. Right now I've just been flying for altitude, having a great time going up a mile. I have to be careful where I do that because I don't want the FAA coming down on this old guy. Thanks for listening.